I don't know where that came from. I was like half asleep by the end of the day. I didn't even know what we were talking about. But, you know, I'm just saying that, you know, I'm worried for people out there on the internet. I really am. Social media is a terrifying thing. I mean, you know, it's a great thing that we all can, like, talk to each other and, you know, kind of sometimes reach one another. But it really scares me when something goes haywire that really didn't happen. You know. So anyway, I guess check with your sources. And some of them are here. Yeah.
What rumor do you want to start today?
Oh,
let's start a rumor.
Yes.
About who?
You.
About me? That's a tough one.
Tom Holland.
Do Tom.
I don't know. I'm scared to start rumors. Next thing you know, like, they become true.
So start one you want to become
People
true.
really think I hate Tom Holland. People really think I hate Tom Holland. Somebody yesterday was like, he's a kid. I'm like, I know. Anyone seen Titanic lately? Great movie. I saw it in the theater 3 times. When I was 15 and when I was 32.
I want to know, did you cry?
You know, I didn't cry at Titanic, but the problem was I really went looking to see if Jack Dawson was really a real character. I mean, I really wanted to know if, you know, if any of that had happened. Because some of those characters were real.
Right.
There's a Jack Dawson.
That's a beautiful movie.
That movie was so different from when it came out.
I agree.
I mean, it had, you know, there was nothing like it.
Did
If
you
you don't
know
want
the
to ask me a
ending?
question, I'm going to keep talking. Lots of other things. Sure.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what was your experience like working with Tatiana Maslany and being directed by Karen Kusama?
Oh, great. No, that was really cool. It was a great experience. I mean, you know, Tatiana and I had a few scenes together. She's very talented, and I always wanted a chance to work with her because I'd seen her in that show where she plays like
Orphan Black.
different people.
Orphan Black.
Yeah, and she's gonna do a play in New York very soon. I'm pretty sure. You'll see that. And then you know, Karin was great. I mean, if you guys haven't seen this movie, The Invitation,
Yes, so good.
it's such a crazy movie. And that was done basically in like 12 days from nothing. So it just shows you how talented she is. And then, you know, that movie Girl Fight that she did was really amazing. And so it was another good experience after I found it. I was really happy about it. I haven't seen it, but I can't wait to see it. Do you want to say?
Okay, so I went to Rutgers, as you did, and I love the fat sandwiches. A, have you ever had one? If you had fashion, what would be on it?
Oh, good God. First of all, I never had those sandwiches at any decent hour.
Okay.
It's always at like a good strong 2:30 a.m., you know, but I don't know what would be on it. I don't know. Avocado would have to be on it. Maybe some bacon too. That's all we got. Yeah.
Hi. I was curious, and you probably don't know, but I've been waiting for 2 years for We Have Always Lived in the Castle to come out. It's like my favorite book from high school, and I'm so excited for this movie. And nothing.
Really? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have no idea.
Okay, that's.
I haven't spoken to any of those guys in a long time, and I had a great time doing it. It was a very trippy experience, like the book. And I hope it's going to find a home somewhere. I don't know what they're doing with it. I know it's been finished, but now that we're talking about it, maybe somebody will hear about it and they'll want to explore it. But it was a very, I love that book. It's really weird in a good way.
Thank you.
Ask it?
You could ask.
Oh. If you could have a reality show about your life, what would it be called?
I would not.
We have a really good name if you don't have one.
What would it be called?
Stanning a Legend.
Multiple personalities. Hi, Rocky.
I like it. You said Standing the Legend?
Stanning a Legend.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I thought you were going to go like, I can't stand
I would never
like
do
that.
Yeah, I'd be scared of a reality show.
You would be great at it. You know you would.
Oh, hi. I was just wondering if you could go back in time to talk to a younger version of yourself, what kind of advice would you give you?
You know, that's a great question. I would have said to myself to worry less, you know, because, you know, there were so many times, I was talking about it with somebody today. Here, I'll read you something. Okay. Now that we're back in that kind of a classroom. We were trading these things. There's a great book out there, okay? It's called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think, okay? And this will answer your question. And there's this list there of different things that we forget about. And one of them says, I will get over what I am struggling with in the very same way I got over the other things I thought I never could. That's the most comforting thought, in my opinion. Comparing what you're going through to what you've been through and knowing you have what it takes to get through it. So I'm just saying, like, you know, looking backwards, I just feel like there was so many huge things that were happening, and then I look back now and I'm like, you know what, it worked out, yeah. So just probably that, you know, like you've already probably gone through some of the worst, you forget.
Let's do like two more. Yes.
I have a question about his but he didn't have that much screen time in Infinity War, so
Right.
did you shoot a couple scenes that didn't make it into the final cut of the movie?
No, actually everything I shot for Infinity War made it into the movie, which I was amazed at because I didn't know what was going to be in the movie, but yeah, pretty much everything made it. I mean, you have to understand, like, it was just such a, you know, it's not like Bucky's movie, you know, I mean, there's so much that needs to happen, so, but, yeah.
What needs to happen is a Bucky movie.
That's right. Well, we'll see, it's never too late. I mean,
I know that ain't just me. I know that's not just me. Yes, sir.
I was wondering if you have like any advice for people who are either waiting to hear back from an audition or preparing for an audition, like the process.
A contest?
An audition. Like,
Yeah, for an audition, but what was the last part you said? Waiting to hear or the process? That's a great question. You know, you have to think of an audition, like the problem with an audition is you go in there and you know, you're always thinking like the other people have all the power and it's like, am I gonna do it right? And then like, are they gonna love me? Oh, and you can't help but you take it personally and you really start beating yourself up if you don't get it. So you just have to look at it as like it's your own thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's your own thing. I mean, so just don't focus so much on like, if you get the job or you don't, that's not really what it's about. If you come in there and you work on it and then you've done the best you could, you'll walk away feeling okay no matter what. By the way, I was in Iceman Comet the other day, and the phone went, and that's Denzel Washington, by the way. And I was standing in the front row, and he was like up here, like, and a phone went off. And I swear to God, I just saw him like turn into the area where the phone went off, and it was a tiny moment of silence that lasted at least 2 hours. Because everybody was like, "Please God, no."
Now, do we want to do photos first or autographs first? What do you
Okay.
photos? Yeah. So we're gonna start the photo side first. So I need the
Cadbury's really great. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm not like a big soup person. I don't eat a lot of soup.
So you increase your fans. Is there like another activity that you want to worry that you do fans of
If there were no worries.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't have to worry about that. You can just do it fast.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. That's what we should do.
I'm. Oh. As long as there's
Who knows how much they'll charge me?
Oh, I know how much they charge.
But imagine if we had some wine and some karaoke.
right. You gotta have a bar.
Very different. I would do karaoke. Advice in a competitive industry of any kind?
For example, I want to go to culinary school and it's going to be very hard.
Culinary school. Well, I have a friend. I have a couple friends who are chefs, and they always say that it's actually not very different than the acting business, because it's the same way in the sense that you have a lot of the same prejudices, a lot of the same competition and things that happen, but. It's probably going to be the same battle, you know, which is going to be about you, like, staying original and not, like, wanting to be like someone else. You know, we keep comparing ourselves to people, and that's very normal. We got to make sure when you compare yourself to somebody it's realistic. If I compare myself to, like, I don't know, Denzel Washington, I would never be working. I'd be like, I'm screwed. Why would I even start this? You know, because he's where he's at, and but I can look up to him and I can be inspired, but you know what I mean? So you have to be careful who your role model.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Did he? Don't worry, I go to one.
Same.
Is that the name of the
Obviously, you've met like a ton of actors in Infinity Wars and of course in throughout your career. Who would you say is the one that you've been most like starstruck by?
I have to see, because if I say a name and then somebody's going to say that this person's in some movie or whatever.
He can tell you if you all stop recording right now.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't post this, except that man's probably streaming it live. Just kidding. No, but like Robert Redford was a huge one, right? That was a huge one. I mean, you know, Michael Keaton. Oh, he's not. Michael Keaton's not in this movie, don't worry. I just want to throw that out.
I'm not gonna lie, my leg got a tingle. I was like,
well, he was in Spider-Man, right?
He was.
But I guess, yeah, I don't know. I'll go with Robert Redford.
Do you really mean it's about everything you say only what sure happens? Like,
Did I really mean what?
do you really mean about everything you say only?
Do I really mean everything I said on
Yeah.
Watch What Happens Live?
I'm sure he wouldn't have said it if he didn't mean it. Did you predict something?
What are you referring to in specific? Go ahead. This is your moment to ask me whatever you want to ask.
Don't be shy. Come on, we're all friends here.
S&M part? Absolutely. 100%.
This all just became 50 Shades Great.
Nope.
That just got real dirty real quick.
You in the back.
Okay, should I stay?
If you want to.
What feels best to you?
Do you see yourself in the future, like going towards directing, producing, or writing? And if so, what movie would you want to be a part of remaking? I know.
That's so crazy. No, absolutely. I'd love to do that. Only because, you know, I still think those are the real auteurs, you know, the guys who can write and direct and stuff. I'm always amazed. I'd love to try that one day, and you know, hopefully it will work out. You know, I think it's not. The thing is, the media just blasts everything so quickly these days. You know, it's like that's why. But you can't do it for that. You know, you got to just go and So my point is, yeah, I'll probably try something, and everybody will say it's the worst thing that's ever happened. And then you do it anyway, right? But what would I remake? I would do I don't know, man. Legend. I'll just do that. I'll maybe remake Legend or something. Or Master of the Universe. I used to
Oh my god.
I don't know. That's just what comes to my mind.
If you don't have a question, like, how do you flirt with strangers at all?
I don't flirt with strangers.
Okay, so I'm a filmmaking student in Pittsburgh, and there's a little rumor going around that you're filming Meet the Reaper there. What can you tell me about that?
I'll tell you right now, that movie is not happening right now. It's not happening at this moment. It's not. It might happen like next year or a little bit later or something, but it's going to be a little harder to put together because it's a hard movie to make. You know, like it has a lot of logistics and things to it, but it would be in Pittsburgh or Boston. So, you know, I hope it happens. Yeah. That movie is literally Goodfellas meets Atomic Blonde.
I loved it.
That's why
I
it's
read
such
the book, I loved it.
Yeah, it's so gnarly and crazy.
Have you had to learn all the medical terminology from that book yet? I mean, I know I'm in the medical field. I know it can be very difficult.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I didn't. I mean, that was the plan. I actually found a doctor in New York that was willing to let me shadow him, and which was kind of amazing. It would have been incredible. I mean, I always, you know, hospitals to me are so. You know, they're so overwhelming because it just, you go in there and sometimes, you know, these doctors, like, they don't ever sleep. I mean, that's one of the big things in the movies is like the guy hardly gets any sleep and he's supposed to, you know, there's so much pressure on them to deliver and to do all these things and to remember. So, yeah, but I was going to talk to a real professional who was going to, yeah, definitely help me out.
If there could be a scene between Loki and Bucky.
Do you use coconut oil in your hair? You do, right?
Yes, I do.
By the way, I was only looking in that direction, but I'm glad that you answered. I used to also when that hair was that long. Yeah, maybe obviously about their hair.
Did you ever do a stuffy scene with Chris?
Be specific.
I don't want to be specific. Like a kissing scene.
Listen, man, I'm not the writer, right? Somebody writes that scene. May have. I don't know.
You did say, like, in the Bronze, you did everything that was in the movie, right? Except the pommel horse. That's the only one you didn't do. Y'all haven't seen that movie? Yeah. Okay, I was going to say, look.
And I was never
able to.
to
She's like, yes, I seen that one. I seen that one. All right, so this is how we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and get started on the photo. So the first row, I need y'all